Welcome to this strategic briefing titled Indian CPL versus EASA licensed job opportunities in the Middle East market best path to Emirates, Qatar, Etihad, and Gulf Airlines. Direct entry to the Middle East. Today, we are unveiling a data-driven blueprint specifically designed for Indian pilots aiming to navigate the massive hiring boom projected for 2026. We will conduct a deep dive analysis into the market dynamics and the comparative return on investment between different certification paths to ensure your career trajectory is both fast-tracked and financially optimized. Looking at the 2026 hiring landscape, we see a fundamental shift in regional recruitment. Middle Eastern carriers are moving away from slow-moving cadet programs in favor of direct entry-ready pilots. With Emirates and Qatar Airways rapidly expanding their wide-body fleets and Riyadh Air scaling aggressively, we project a staggering 250% year-on-year increase in pilot demand by 2026. As the orange curve indicates, the supply of direct entry pilots must ramp up sharply to meet immediate first officer deployment needs that traditional training pipelines simply cannot fulfill. A critical barrier for many is what we call the DGCA validation trap. When converting an Indian CPL to Middle Eastern GCA or GCA licenses, pilots often face severe bureaucratic friction and technical delays. Real-world data confirms that DGCA holders have a significantly lower success rate in securing interviews compared to their EASA-trained peers. While the DGCA path relies heavily on administrative luck, the EASA fast lane offers a streamlined process that guarantees you are operationally ready when the call comes. We must also address the experience gap. It is a hard truth in Gulf recruitment that not all flight hours are weighted equally. While 1,000 hours in Indian domestic airspace is often undervalued due to varying operational standards, EASA-certified glass cockpit hours are viewed as a premium one-to-one match for Middle Eastern requirements. By training in a high-complexity environment from day one, you eliminate the perceived deficit in experience that often plagues domestic candidates. The EASA license is widely recognized as the global gold standard in aviation. By securing EASA credentials, you effectively bypass the arduous initial skill test hurdles and bureaucratic firewalls mandated in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. This qualification allows Indian students to skip the traditional general aviation grind that local license holders must endure, providing a direct bridge to airline interviews and immediate fleet assignments. Current recruitment mandates for flagship aircraft like the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350 prioritize technological fluency. EASA's rigorous glass cockpit training environment is the specific preference for these wide-body direct entries. This means pilots can bypass years of narrow-body regional flying and position themselves immediately for heavy international routes, flying at Mach 0.85 across continents right from the start of their professional career. To summarize the strategic diagnostic, the DGCA path is viewed by Gulf HR as a discounted domestic standard requiring significant upskilling and high-friction conversion. In contrast, the EASA license is perceived as a premium universal standard. It offers seamless validation for GCAA and GCA requirements and serves as the preferred credential for wide-body readiness, allowing you to bypass the mandatory stepping stones required of domestic applicants. When we analyze the time-to-right seat trajectory, the EASA advantage is undeniable. As shown in the top track, European-trained pilots typically reach their first officer entry point 12 to 18 months faster than those on the DGCA track. By eliminating post-graduation conversion delays and skipping the domestic GA grind, you aren't just saving time, you are capturing nearly 2 additional years of senior-level earnings and seniority. The financial ROI equation tells the most compelling story. While Indian training has a lower initial cost, the DGCA hidden cost includes high conversion fees and, more importantly, the opportunity cost of 18 months in lost wages. As the graph illustrates, the EASA route, despite a higher upfront investment, eclipses the DGCA route in total net earnings by year 2. The early access to tax-free Middle Eastern salaries creates a steep wealth-building trajectory that domestic training cannot match. To capitalize on the 2026 window, Your roadmap should focus on dual validity. Choose an EASA-approved school that integrates Middle East Bridge modules into the syllabus. By executing a concurrent documentation strategy, you maintain your standing in the Indian market as a safety net while prioritizing the premium Gulf trajectory. This dual market validity ensures you are protected regardless of localized economic shifts. In conclusion, for the Indian pilot aiming for a global heavy metal career, the EASA route is the most efficient shortcut available. It is the definitive solution to eliminate the validation trap, bridge the experience gap, and command a modern glass cockpit. By choosing this path, you aren't just getting a license, you are securing your seat at the forefront of global aviation. Thank you.
Dreaming of flying across the world? Not just India, but Paris, London, Dubai. An EASA license is your passport to global skies. Recognized in 31 countries and accepted by airlines worldwide. Train in Europe with modern aircraft, multicultural exposure, and the world's highest safety standards. And yes, you can always convert back to DGCA if you choose to return. Confused about costs, universities, or visa process? We're here to help for free. Hurry! Click the link below to register for your free one-on-one consultation today. Limited seats available. Your global cockpit awaits. Worldwide.